Welcome back everyone to the new game reviews, and today we have the Astrometica. The trailer is very convincing, it looks exactly like Subnautica clone but in space. After playing and beating this in 10 hours I want to positively rate this, but I really can't get over the emptiness in this game and lack of depth. There is no soul to this game. Subnautica had life all around you, story, voice acting, a sense of fear, etc. This is just an empty world, you can explore, scan things, upgrade things, but there is nothing you can do with those upgrades. There are only two types of things to fight, drones and the octopus type things, and only maybe 40 to 50 of those in the entire game. Gathering things is not rewarding, it all just floats there. More rare things, fly over there and gather those. Very little challenge in any of those. Want to grow plants or food? There is only one growing chamber type and only one type of food growing plant to grow. The base of the game and graphics and movement are fluid, but other aspects are still raw. Building items, fighting mechanic, exploration. This is an early access game, yes, but there's already paid expansions to this. This makes me concerned there is really no full game coming since effort was put into those paid minor expansions rather than the fundamentals of the game. So my problems with the game are: hunger, thirst meters drain too quickly, slow movement speed. 2 out of 3 movement options feel like they're slow for the purpose of stretching playtime. The third option you unlock about an hour before the game ends. Ridiculously low battery life in all gadgets. Every single battery power cell gadget vehicle drains its power way too fast. It's combined with the fact that battery power cells charges aren't unlocked alongside these power sources makes early gadget and vehicle power management a pain, since you have to constantly craft new batteries instead of recharging them. The best useful case for a drained battery or power cell before you get these changes is to use them in a crafting recipe. Over-reliance on upgrades. All upgrades are simple stat boosts. Faster mining, slower battery drain, more range, and what's more, once you slap a level 1 upgrade to most tools, especially battery life 1, they start to operate as well as you'd expect them to out of the box. Medpacks, the only way to regenerate your health, as far as I know, require limited source of theirs also used in other recipes-based buildings. Which means you can end up in a situation where you're low on health and the only thing you can do is to purposefully find a way to respawn in a safe environment so you don't lose any items. The more I think about all this, the more I can shake the feeling that all of these design decisions were made to artificially extend the playtime and or to hide the fact that, besides the resource collection and crafting, this game has very little else to offer, at least for now. It seems like that the people who made the game were obviously very inspired by the certain game you've probably played already. Took some most of the concepts and mechanism from it, but didn't quite understood why they were there. For instance, in Subnautica, you get a sea glide within the 30 minutes of the game, and if you take your time, by the 2-hour mark you'll have your first sea moth. Both are important technological milestones that make the exploration easier, safer and simply more fun in general. In this game you get the sea glide after approx 4 hours and the sea moth after 6 hours. It's absolutely insane how long you spend trotting back and forth between where you want to go and your base oxygen station of choice, which you drink a jetpack that takes just a tad too long to recharge. Also, until you get the space can think, you'll have to rely on pre-crafting consumable oxygen tanks or building oxygen stations near the polished points of interest, while in Subnautica you can just resurface at any time. There is more contributing to the emptiness and unfinished state of this game, but what it comes down to is there is really no depth in this game. This feels much more like a demo than the 20 bucks game. If this was a free demo or a 10 bucks game, I would recommend giving it a try, but since they charge as much as other small developers for this unfinished product, I can't recommend it in a current state. I was looking at the developer's page, rockgame. I figured out how to list the games rather than the side-scrolling releases. section I was looking at now admit not all the games are like I said in my edit. 6 of the 15 listed there do show the prologue in the title. What I was attempting to explain was my suspicion that this release method, a free prologue, then an early access game shortly after, is a bit disingenuous. Steam feels like most early access games these days rather than the full releases from developers, developing games in a high risk investment, and it makes the sense there's lots of early access games, but then don't continue on to the full games due to the lack of popularity or income. But indie games don't charge the same as AAA games that took hundreds of developers to create. To charge a nearly full indie game price for an early release is why I have an issue with this game. It's barely past prologue state, and now it feels like they're cashing out, and we all bought into the based on the amazing trailer, and playing past the minimum hours return the Windows team has ended up with a nothing burger at the end. It has a lot of potential and could be something great, but the game just runs out of the steam at the end and there's literally no reward. So thank you guys for watching this review. Don't forget to stop notifications to not miss any videos. So see you in the next reviews. Bye.